Hey yo, what's going on guys? We're here and today we are going to be looking at the top 5 classic cars inside of Southwest Florida. Now these are the top 5 cars that I think are the best in the classic car section, if not, well, in my opinion. And we're going to be going through all 5 of those cars in a second. Now before we do, I want to let you guys know that I do get a Roblox Group with Roblox merch. I got a Discord group you can join, and I got some social you can follow. All the links are in the description below. Also, my name is Heyo. I do car reviews, car things, and a lot of car stuff. So if you guys do like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications every time I upload a new video. But yeah, why don't we get into the top 5, well, classic cars inside of Southwest Florida. Now look at the gas prices real quick. Those aren't accurate. Definitely not accurate. That should be like $1,000. Okay, but yeah, let's move on to, well, our first car, or actually the 5th car on the list, which is the RT. The RT surprisingly made onto this list, but I'm gonna give you a reason why. Okay, so let's hop into this car and take it for a little spin here. So this car is, first of all, incredibly cool when it comes to its startup. It sounds pretty nice as well, if you ask me. But this car can also surprisingly turn. I'm pretty sure this car can go up to about 170. I have a car reviews on this, by the way, guys. So if you guys do want to watch any of these car reviews, I'll link them in the description below. But you see, this car is pretty cool. And in my opinion, this car is one of those cars where if you want a classic that's like pretty chill, pretty monotone, but also is all pretty cool with like stripes and like pretty cool like features to it, this is one of those cars where you can go to and it will look cool in any scenario. Let's be real here. This car looks really cool in this orange, and if I'm driving down the street, this will definitely turn heads in my opinion. This is definitely one of those cool, like, it matches with everything on this map. It is just insanely cool looking, but I don't want to keep, you know, blabbing on about this car. We got 4 more cars to go through, and I don't want to make this video 20 minutes long. So yeah, why don't we move on to our next car on the list, which is going to be the Honda NSX. Now this car turns like a monster, okay? This car is literally, like, amazing when it comes to turns. Like, the review, it's pretty good. You should definitely watch it. It's a little dated, but I mean, this car is incredible. I kept this car for a while, and it just performed so well in my opinion. It, like, if you were doing a classics race, this would be one of the high competitors in that race. This would be definitely like one of the top 5, top like 3, even first place if you were doing a classics race. I mean, this car has some acceleration, this car has some braking, this car has the turning, but it's not actually as good as our number 3 car, which we'll get into in a second. But yeah, we're gonna leave this Honda NSX, which looks really nice with the pop-up headlights there. Look at this car. It just looks so nice. But we're gonna move on to our next car on the list here. Now, I do speak a lot very fast, so if you guys don't understand a word I'm saying, just know these cars are very good. But why don't we move on to our next car, which is the 1990... I'm not even gonna try to say the thing. Hibicus Carlton. Man, I tried, okay. But this car, why is this car number 3 and over the NSX? Well, this car can apparently go 180. Okay, I did a review on this car, and I didn't hit a full top speed on this, but I was looking at some of the comments, and this car can go 180 if you go into manual and don't shift up to the 6th gear, which is actually pretty interesting. Also, this car is really good at turning. I also kept this car for a while, and it is generally one of the, like, better cars I've owned. Like, it's like one of those casual cars you can drive for RPs, and also kind of like drive around and kind of be inconspicuous almost. If you're doing like a race against like slower cars in the game or other classics, this is definitely one of those cars which would be a very good competitor. Not like anyone's doing races or anything, but this car is still a very good classic. I mean, it looks really cool in my opinion. You can hold a lot of people, and it accelerates decently fast for a car that's in the classics pass. It also turns very well, which in my opinion is one of the best things a car can have. Good turning, because this map has turns in it, and if you don't know how to turn a car, then oh well. But yeah, why don't we stop our Carlton here, and why don't we move on to our number 2 spot, which is going to be a little obvious for some of you, and you guys are going to hate me a little for putting this at number 2, but the, well, V-Spec Nur Edition, the GTR. Why is this number 2, you may ask? Because the number 1 car is just a lot better, okay? I'm just kidding, but this car is still a very nice car. It sounds very nice, it has a cool startup, it drives very nice, and obviously it's the GTR, so it's a generally cool car already. But I mean, it has some pretty good acceleration. There's also pretty good turning, like I said, for most of the other cars in this game. But it definitely has one of those wow factors when you drive it. It has some cool customization color-wise. I mean, you can put it in red, white. I mean, it just looks good in all of the colors it comes stock. And to be honest, this white It looks really, really nice. If we put black rims on this, it's like it's just really good generally for customization and all that. Like I can lower the car. Let's just put some sport wheels on here. Just, you know, there we go. I mean, this car just looks nice in anything. You try hard enough to build this car and make it look nice, you can definitely get this car to look nice if you just try it. But yeah, definitely one of those cars which I do like customization wise, speed wise, and overall general looks wise. I mean, come on, tell me this car doesn't look good. But yeah, we got a number 1 car to get to here. So as we kind of crash our car in the middle divider here, it actually looks kind of realistic for a crash. But yeah, why don't we end up going to our number 1 car, which is the Ferrari F40. I absolutely love this. Okay, this car is incredible. It's speed, it's turning, its looks. I mean, this car. Tell me this car doesn't look really nicely designed. It is one of the best Ferraris in this game, hands down. Okay. This car is insanely quick. It's $2 million, but you do go 200 miles an hour in this car. It has really quick acceleration. It's in the Classics Pass, so this car does count. But I mean, this car is so good. I mean, this car's so underrated, but like if you were to bring this car to like a drag race with like Chargers, Challengers, maybe even the Demon. Okay, maybe I'm going a little far there, but this car can definitely go against some of those cars and quite possibly even win. Okay. Races as well as turning and, you know, just looks. I mean, if you're parking this car at Roblox, everyone else is gonna have the generic Bugatti 911, you know what I mean, the generic cars. This is not generic. This hardly anybody has, because this car isn't even out there. But I mean, like, this car is really, really good in my opinion, and I think it deserves number 1. But yeah, what do you guys think of my list? Would you guys change anything on the list? Leave that in the comments below. And also, what would you guys like to see next? Would you guys like to see a car review of any of these cars? Would you guys like, I mean, I already have car reviews for these cars, but if you guys want to see any of those videos, leave those in the comments below. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.